Okay. All right. Any pains or injuries before we start? Okay. All right. All right. Good day, everyone. This is Stephen Chang coming to you live from 333 Grand in downtown Jersey City, New Jersey. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the hybrid schedule, which is in person here at 333 Grand as well as through Zoom. You can register for class through ubindi.com. If you're watching this on YouTube, classes are $10 and you can pay through Venmo or PayPal, and the payment information is on the bottom of the video. Of course, you can find all of this on our website as well, simhayoga.com. Today's class is open flow. It is a level 1, level 2. If you're working with any kind of special conditions or injuries, make sure that you do modify or skip poses altogether. Being mindful always that you are accommodating to your physical condition and never push for anything that is not appropriate for your body, okay? Let's sit up tall. And if you need to elevate, sitting up on a block or a blanket. Let the palms face up. Fingers come to Jnana Mudra, thumb and index fingers touching. And with your eyes closed, start to center the breath. Deep inhales and exhales through the nose. Let the mind start to quiet as you settle into your seat. Let the inhales even out with your exhales. With the inhale, let the crown of the head reach upwards toward the sky as you lengthen through the spine. And with the exhale, grounding firmly and evenly through your seat. Inhaling again, expansion of your lungs in all directions. And then with the exhale, empty it all out. Three ohms together. Inhale. Keeping the eyes closed, hands together in prayer on front of the heart, pressing the thumbs into your heart, heart back into the thumbs, lifting the heart up toward the sky, setting your intention for yoga practice, devoting your practice to someone or something or to yourself, your supreme self that lives within your heart. Chanting the mantra for purification, purifying the space in which you practice yoga. Call and response. Om Pavitraha, Om Pavitraha, Pavitrawa, Pavitrawa, Sarva Vushtan, Katopiwa, Katopiwa, Yaha Smarit, Pundrikaksham, Pundrikaksham, Sapahya, Sapahya, Bihyandraha, Bihyandraha, Suchihi, Suchihi. Beginning to open the eyes. Let the palms face up. Fingers come back to Jnana Mudra. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, right ear to the right shoulder. Right hand to the left side of the head. Pull gently to elongate through the left side of the neck. And take the chin toward the right shoulder and continue to pull to the back of the head, lengthening your neck. Release back to center, drop the right hand. Left ear to the left shoulder, left hand to the right side. And chin toward the left shoulder. Release back to center, drop the left hand. Chin toward the chest, big circles with the head in one direction, ear to one side. Roll it back, opposite side, roll it center. A few more rounds in that same direction. Gentle, easy circles, beginning to move your neck and your shoulders in the top of the spine. And then taking one more giant circle, chin back toward the chest and pause. And then taking the opposite direction, moving just slowly. And back to center again. Lift the chin parallel to the floor and neutral spine. Extend the legs forward, separating your feet. Hands supporting to either side of you, lengthy spine. Turn your toes toward each other, and then roll them out. 2 more times. Draw in, roll out, draw in. This time as you roll out, take outer rotations. You're moving your hips, knees, and ankle joints. Take it back to center and switch them around. Inner rotations, opposite direction. And take it back to center again. Cross your shins, but this time take the opposite shin on top, the non-dominant crossing of the legs. Inhale, raise your arms up high and extend. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale back to center, arms up. Exhale, twist to your left. Take back to center again. Side bends, right hand down, left arm overhead. Take back up, other side. Back to center again. Extend the legs forward and forward folding. Take it back up to center. Let's take 90-90. So with your left leg, take the left leg in 90 degrees. So you're lining up the left hip with the left knee and then the heel with the knee. So you want to create 90 degrees with your left leg and then do the same thing with your right leg. So it's 90-90. And then you can just square to face forward, frame your hands to either side of the left leg, lengthy spine. Also flex your feet to protect the ankle joint and the knee joint. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, keeping a neutral spine. Start to lean forward about halfway. So think about 45 degrees. You should start to feel a stretch to the outer left leg. Now, if you're ready for a little bit more, you can lean forward even more. Maybe your belly and your lower ribs are beginning to make contact to your inner thighs. So take it to no less than 30 degrees. So you're about a third of the way down. Now, keeping your left hand on the floor, reach your right arm forward. Stay on your fingertips. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reach your right fingertips even further forward, tractioning your fingertips to the floor, getting lengthy through your right arm, right shoulder. And begin to walk your hands back in, lift the torso back up to vertical, right arm up, and then side bending to your left. Take it back up to vertical. Reach your right hand forward and bend your right elbow. Inhale, draw the right elbow back in space. Exhale, twist to your left. Inhale, draw the right elbow back. Exhale, twist to your left. One more time. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist left. Stay twisting to your left. And then take both hands to your floor, right hand down, and then adjust your left hand even further back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist deeper, and start to bow forward about halfway. Stopping at the halfway point. Inhale again. Exhale, twist deeper, bow forward even more. So you're taking a forward fold and combining it with a twist to your left. Inhale, take it back up to center. Keep the legs as they are. Exhale, counter twist to the right. Square back to center and step the right foot down to the floor. I'll take a rotation, okay? So you're going to step the right foot down to the floor and move the right heel further away from you and pivot to the heel. And then again, frame your hands over your left leg, right? So for Danielle, you might want to move your right foot a little bit further back. Yeah, but draw in a little bit. Yes, good. Framing your hands to either side of the left leg. You're going to roll the right knee forward and roll the right knee back. So you want your arm not to be obstructing your right leg when you roll forward, right? So we'll take that 5 times. Roll the right knee forward, roll the right knee back. So going into the hip joint, roll forward, roll back, roll forward, Roll back one more time. Roll forward and roll back. Stay rolling back. Plant your left palm to the floor with your right hand. Gently press your right thigh away from you. So getting the stretch to your inner right thigh and into your right hip joint. And release. Square back to center. Swing the right leg around and center your seat. We're going to take the leg cradle. We're going to support the right foot from the outside of the foot to the ankle. Flex your foot strongly as you sit up tall and lift the right heel higher. Draw the right knee back in space. Reach your right heel further forward. Draw the right knee back in space. Reach your right heel further forward. Draw the right knee back and hold it there. Good. Release. Swing the right leg back behind you. Let's take an early pigeon. So adjust your left shin if you need, right? Hands to either side. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, gently fold forward. Now, you don't have to go so far forward. Maybe stay on your forearms for now and reach for your right toes actively back. So you're stretching through the front of the right hip and right thigh. And begin to walk it back up. Take the left seat down, switch legs, draw the right leg forward, extend the left leg forward. Let's take 90-90 second side. So draw the right heel in and line up the right hip with the right knee with the right heel. So 90 degrees, and then do the same thing with your left leg. Okay, so I'm going to face the back again so that the camera can get the other side. All right, so hands to either side of your right leg. Inhale, lengthen, neutral spine. Keep that neutral spine and start to hinge at the hips to lean forward about 45 degrees, beginning to feel for the outer right hip, outer right leg. All right, so now once you've adjusted, maybe go a little bit deeper, but keep a neutral spine. Keep everything active. And then reach your left hand forward. Traction your fingertips to the floor and crawl it forward to get lengthy through your left arm, left shoulder. Begin to walk your hands back in, lift the torso back up. Right hand stays down, left arm up, and then side bending to the right. Take it back up to vertical. Reach your left arm forward, bend your left elbow. Inhale, draw the left elbow back. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, draw the left elbow back. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist right. Stay twisting to the right. Then take the left hand to the floor and adjust your right hand to reach further back for support. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist and bow forward about halfway, stopping at the halfway point. Inhale again. Exhale, twist deeper, bow forward even more. So going into a forward fold with a twist. Inhale, start to release, come back up. Keep the legs as they are. Counter twist to your left. Square back to center. Step the left foot down. We're going to roll the left knee. So your left heel is slightly further forward, right? And you're pivoting to the heel. Make sure that the left arm is not obstructing the left knee, okay? When you're ready, roll the left knee forward. Roll the left knee back 5 times. Roll forward. Roll back. Roll forward. Roll back. Roll forward. Roll back one more time. Roll forward. Roll back. Stay rolling back. Right hand plants to your floor. Left hand pushing your left inner thigh away from you. Start to release. Swing the left leg forward and center your seat. All right, leg cradle. Then taking the left heel and flexing your left foot, sitting up tall. Inhale, lift the left heel higher, and then draw the left knee further back. And then reach your left heel further forward. Draw it back. Reach it forward. Draw back. Reach forward. This time, draw back and stay drawing back. Release. Swing the left leg all the way back behind you. Adjust your right heel to come in if you need it. Danielle, it's okay for that knee for pigeon? Okay. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Take it forward for an early pigeon. Now, once you take your forearms down or your torso down, keep your left toes actively reaching back to get lengthy through the front of the left hip, left leg. And begin to walk it back in. Swing the left leg forward. This time, Baddha Konasana. Soles of feet together, knees apart. Draw the heels in, grabbing your ankles. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. And if you want to press your elbows to your inner thighs to get more hip opening, go ahead and take that. And start to come back up. Take the knees together. Swing the leg back for down dog. Walk it out side to side. All right, come back to stillness in the down dog. Inhale, raise your right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee in toward the nose, around the spine. Inhale, kick it up. Open up the hips and bend the right knee. Right knee outside of the right arm and touch like a one-legged crow. Kick it back up. Knee comes into twist. Touch your left arm. Inhale, kick it back up. Step your right foot forward. Warrior one. On the inhale, lengthen front leg and reach up. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Lengthen, reach up. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Lengthen, reach up. Keep the arms reaching up. Bending the front knee, warrior one. Open it up for warrior two. And the same thing here, Vera. Point the right toe straight forward. Yeah, warrior two. Inhale, lengthen front leg and reach up. Bend the front knee, warrior two. Two more times. Lengthen, reach up. Warrior two. Lengthen, reach up. Warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Right arm up and back. Exhale, side angle. Right hand to the inside of the foot or modify with the elbow to the knee. Left arm reaching up. Inhale, take it back up. Reverse warrior. Exhale, hands to the floor. Right foot stepping back, plank. And lower all the way down to the belly. 3 progressive cobras. Inhale, lift up, baby cobra. Exhale, lower almost all the way down, still hovering. Inhale, lift up a little bit higher. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up even higher. Full extension of your arms for cobra if you have it. If you're not ready for the back bend, and just bending the elbows will help you modify that a little bit. And bending the elbows, release, child's pose. Feet toward the heels and fold. Make your way back to your down dog. Inhale, left heel up. Exhale, left knee in toward the nose. Kick it up, open up the hips, bend the left knee. Left knee outside of the left arm to touch. Kick it back up. Knee comes into twist, touch your right arm. Kick it back up. Step the left foot forward. Warrior one. Inhale, lengthen front leg and reach up higher. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Inhale, lengthen, reach up. Bend the front knee, arms alongside. Inhale, lengthen, reach up. Keep the arms reaching up, bending the front knee for warrior one. Then open it up for warrior two. Same thing here. Lengthen, reach up. Bend the front knee, warrior two. Lengthen, reach up. Warrior two. Lengthen, reach up. Warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Left arm up and back. Exhale, side angle. Hand to the inside of the foot or elbow to the knee to modify. Right arm reaching up. Inhale, take it all the way back up. Reverse warrior. And then hands to the floor, left foot back plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, lower all the way down. Again, 3 progressive cobras. Inhale, lift up, baby cobra. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up a little bit higher. Exhale, almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up even higher. Full extension of your arms if you have it. Bending of the elbows if you need it. And release all the way down. Child's pose. Seat toward the heels and fold. Down dog. Inhale, right heel up. Exhale, right knee in toward the nose. Inhale, kick up, open up the hips, bend the right knee. Right knee out, off the right arm and touch. Kick back up. Knee comes into twist. Kick back up. Step the right foot forward. Warrior 1. Cactus your arms, bending the elbows, palms face forward. So your hands are very active. On the exhale, draw the arms in toward each other. The elbows are still reaching forward, and you're squeezing your arms toward each other, opening up the back and contracting your torso, your pectorals. Inhale, draw the elbows back, and this is the opposite. You're expanding the front and contracting the back. 2 more times. Draw the arms in. Inhale, open. Draw the arms in. Inhale, open. This time, elbows toward each other. Let the palms face up. And then reach up and touch your fingers. Draw the elbows back. Inhale, reach up and touch. Draw the elbows back. Stay here. Lift the gaze up toward the sky into a back bend. Ecstatic warrior. Then bow forward. Devotional warrior option with your hands separated as you reach the crown of the head toward the floor. So this option is a little bit easier for your shoulders, but you're still taking a forward fold, working your legs and your lower back. Inhale, take it back up, warrior 1. Exhale, open it up, warrior 2. Lengthen out the right leg, triangle. Right hand to the top of the shins if you're less flexible. Right hand to the floor if you're more flexible. Inhale, take it all the way back up. Reverse triangle. Bend the front knee, hands to the floor, right foot stepping back, plank. Inhale, 1 breath. Exhale, chaturanga, push up. Inhale, forward and up to an up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left heel up. Exhale, left knee in toward the nose. Kick it up, open up the hips, bend the left knee. Left knee outside of the left arm to touch. Kick it back up. Knee comes into twist. Kick it back up. Step the left foot forward. Warrior 1. Cactus your arms, again, palms face forward. Elbows in toward each other, expanding through your upper back. On the inhale, draw the elbows back and really expand through the front. Exhale, draw the arms in. Inhale, open. Exhale, draw the arms in. Inhale, open. Elbows toward each other, palms face up. Inhale, reach up and touch your fingers. Exhale, draw the elbows back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, draw the elbows back. Stay here. Lift the gaze up into back bend, ecstatic warrior. Bow forward, devotional warrior with your hands separated as you bow the head toward the floor. Inhale all the way back up, warrior 1. Open it up, warrior 2. Lengthen out the left leg, triangle. Tip the right hip slightly back, left hand further forward. Hand to top of the shin or to the floor, right arm up. Inhale, take it back up, reverse triangle. Bend the front knee, hands to the floor, left foot, stepping back plank. Inhale, one breath, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right heel up. Exhale, right knee in toward the nose. Kick it up, open up the hips, bend the right knee. Right knee outside of the right arm in touch. Kick back up. Knee comes into twist. Kick back up. Step the right foot forward, warrior one. Wrap the right arm underneath your left, eagle arms. Inhale, lift the elbows up, gaze up. On the exhale, round the mid and upper back. Elbows toward the ribs, stay higher up, and just reach your fingertips forward to open up the upper back. Inhale, lift the elbows up, gaze up. Exhale, round the mid and upper back, elbows toward the ribs. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Come back up to vertical. Keep your eagle arms and twist to the right. Press your right arm into your left. Square back to center. Release. Wrap the hands back behind you. Interlace. Broaden your shoulders. Reach your knuckles back. Gaze up. So this is your proper ecstatic warrior. On the exhale, bow forward. Devotional warrior, the full pose. As you reach your knuckles up and overhead, crown of the head towards the floor. So notice that this is a little bit more severe for your shoulders. So if you have shoulder issues or shoulder pains, then you want to opt for the hands separated. Inhale, take it back up, warrior one. Exhale, open it up, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle, left palm facing down and reach forward. Let's revolve that side angle. Left hand to the floor. Keep the left hand down. Raise your right arm up to twist. Extend the right hand forward. Extended revolve side angle. And then take that to a half bind. Right hand up and behind you. Twist deeper. Use the resistance of the right hand to your lower back to stack your shoulders more actively. On the inhale, come all the way up into reverse warrior. De-rotate and stretch out your right side. Exhale, lengthen out your right leg, extended triangle. Left palm face down and reach forward once again. And then let's also revolve that. Left hand down. But let's fold over your right leg first in your pyramid. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. So let's get that right hamstring stretch. And now revolve it. Left hand stays down. Right arm up to twist. Extended revolve triangle. Right palm face down and reach forward. And then half bind it. Right arm up and behind you. Twist even deeper. Get lengthier through your right leg. And bend the front knee. Circle it up into reverse warrior again. De-rotate everything. And then hands to the floor. Right leg kicks up. Three-legged vinyasa. Keep the right leg up. Come forward. Three-legged plank. Exhale. Three-legged chaturanga. Release your feet up, dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left heel up. Exhale, left knee in toward the nose. Kick it up, open up the hips, bend the left knee. Left knee outside of the left arm in touch. Kick it back up. Knee comes into twist. Kick it back up. Step the left foot forward. Warrior one. Eagle arms, wrap the left arm underneath your right. On the inhale, lift the elbows up, gaze up. On the exhale, round the mid and upper back. Elbows toward the ribs, fingertips reach forward, broadening the upper back. Inhale, lift the elbows up, gaze up. Exhale, round the upper back. One more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. This time, lift it up to neutral and then twist to your left. Press your left arm against your right. Square back to center. Release your hands. Wrap the hands back behind you, but take the opposite thumb on top. Non-dominant interlacing of your hands. Broaden your shoulders. Lean it back for your ecstatic warrior. And then bow forward for devotional warrior. Inhale, take it all the way back up. Warrior one. Open it up. Warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Right palm facing down. Reach forward. And then let's revolve it. Right hand comes down. Left arm reaching up to twist. Yuan, the other direction? Yeah. Extended. Left palm face down. Reach forward. Reach forward. Left arm. Half bind. Left arm up and behind you. Stack your shoulders some more. So with the resistance of the left hand to your lower back, let the front of the left shoulder draw up and back. On the inhale, take it all the way up. Reverse warrior. Stretch your left side and derotate. And then lengthen out the left leg. Extended triangle. Right palm facing down and reach forward. Get lengthy through your right side. Get lengthy through your left leg. And then let's take pyramid. Right hand to the floor. Frame your left hand to either side. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. And then let's revolve it. Right hand stays down, left arm up to twist. Extend the left arm forward. Extend it revolved. And then half bind it. Left arm up and behind you. Stack your shoulders more actively. Then bend the front knee, circle it up into reverse warrior. Exhale, hands to the floor. Raise your left leg up for three-legged vinyasa. Come forward, three-legged plank. Exhale, three-legged chaturanga. Release your feet up, dog. Exhale, down dog. Start to walk your feet forward toward your hands into a standing forward bend. Let the feet separate about mat's width distance. Left hand comes to center. Bend your left knee. Raise your right arm up to twist. Right hand behind you, half bind. Twist deeper. Then take the gaze to the floor for balance. Bend both knees. Take your left elbow to your inner left knee, left hand to your inner right knee. So you can squeeze your inner thighs together, activating your quads, using your left forearm as resistance, and then twist to the right. Stay twisting. Raise your right arm up and forward. Keep the right arm extended. Square off your torso. Reach both arms forward so it's a wide-legged chair. And then as if you were swimming the breaststroke, swim the arms back, so moving your shoulders, swim the arms forward. Swim the arms back, swim the arms forward, swim the arms back. This time, as you swim the arms forward, lengthen out the legs, lift up and tilt it back into a back bend. And this should be a nice release for your legs. Come back to vertical. Step the left foot in towards center. Stepping on the left foot, pick up the right knee for tree pose. Open up the knee to the right. And then expand the arms. You may stay here If you want to take additional options, for example, you can wrap the hands back behind you, broadening your shoulders for shoulder opener. If you want to challenge your balance, you can take side bending to the right, right arm to right leg, left arm overhead. If you're strong in arm balancing, maybe you can take ankles to knee and then setting up for flying crow. Hooking your right foot to your left arm, shift forward and raise your left leg back. All right, let's square off, arms up, step in, your right foot down, chair. Exhale, dive forward, standing forward bend. Take 3 breaths here. If you want to grab your outer ankles so that you can pull against your legs, toward your legs, go ahead and take a deeper forward fold. If you have tight hamstrings, you might want to bend your knees just a little bit to accommodate for that tightness. And then setting up for crow pose. Hands come forward about a foot and a half maybe, shoulders width with your hands. Bend the arms back, knees to back of the arms. Tip forward and lift your feet if you're able to balance. So Yuan, just careful with your wrists. You might not want to take all that weight onto your wrists today, right? But still, don't put too much weight on your right wrist. All righty, when you're ready, you can walk back, you can jump back. For chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Raise your right leg up, 3-legged dog, step the right foot forward. Crescent moon, left knee comes down to the floor. Now if you need extra padding, you can take your mat, left side folding towards center would double up your mat. If you have other padding, take it. Then take the hands to the top of the thighs, lunge your hips forward. Then press your hands into your thighs. Think about your belly leaning away from your thighs and leaning the upper torso back, but you're looking up at an angle, keeping the back of the neck supported, right? And then once you're set with your back bend and a stable structure, arms up, Venus Mudra, reaching the arms up and back. If you have the shoulder mobility to draw the arms behind the ears, right, you can take it there. If that's too tight for you, your arms can go straight up. They may even go forward. And if the Venus Mudra is too tight for your shoulders, your arms can be shoulders width. So reaching forward, reaching straight up, alongside the ears, leaning back. So all of those are options depending on your shoulder mobility. I'll give you another 5 breaths here. You can take any variations you like. You can, again, work on heart openers. You can side bend to the right by taking your right arm to right leg, left arm overhead. You can side bend to your left, left hand down, right arm up. If you have your mermaids, binding hand to foot, go ahead and take your back bends. Right? Mermaid 1 is grabbing the outside of the foot. Mermaid 2 is grabbing the inside of the foot, slipping your foot into your elbow crease, and then maybe binding. And Danielle, you can keep your hand there, right? But you can still look forward and do different things with the other arm, right? All righty, let's start to finish up. Let's break. Hands to either side of the right foot, and let's take pyramid again. But this time, the back heel is lifted and reaching straight back behind you. So your ankles are neutral. So looking for lengthiness of the back of the right leg here again. Now, if you have more flexible hamstrings and you want to take this deeper, you have 2 options. You can lift your toes, but press your toe mounds, and that will work your shins a little bit more actively. Or you can pivot to your heel and raise your sole of the foot, and that will get more deeply into your hamstrings as well as your calves. Then step the right foot back down, revolve half moon. Bend your right knee, reach your left hand forward about a foot. Tip forward to balance and raise your right arm up to twist. You may remain here, Revolve Half Moon, or bind. Right hand to your left foot for Revolve Chapasana. Make sure that you keep lifting your left knee, left thigh away from the floor as you kick your left foot back, which stretches your right arm and right shoulder. And that might also assist you in a deeper twist. All right, start to release. Step it all the way back and circle it up into Reverse Warrior. And then hands to the floor, right foot, stepping back plank. And let's lower all the way down to the belly for Sphinx Pose. Walk your hands slightly forward, lower your forearms down. All right, so the measurement is, if you want to grab opposite elbows, that will help you measure out your shoulders width, and then take your forearms back down. You also want to check 90 degrees with your arms, so your shoulders line up with the elbows. Then once you have your arms and shoulders, belly, lower ribs toward the floor to flatten your lower back. Then press your forearms down to lift your chest to deepen your mid-back bend. The gaze is slightly forward, maybe about 3 feet ahead of you, so the back of the neck remains more neutral. Then lift the chin slightly and look toward the right. So taking a rotation with your cervical spine. Take it back to center, twist your left. Back to center. Press your hands into the floor. Lift the elbows up. So your hands are slightly further forward for your Cobra, right? And this will be less severe for your back bending. Now, if you have more in you, you want to go deeper, then bend the elbows a little bit. Walk your hands in, one hand print. And then with your elbows bent, you're going to circle the shoulders forward, up and back. As you draw the shoulders up and back, you're lengthening out the arms and lifting higher. Now that's good, stay there. If you want to go further, bend your elbows a little bit again. Walking the opposite hand further back, one hand print, and then match up your hands. And with your elbows bent, circle the shoulders forward, up, and as you draw up and back, you're lengthening out the arms, lifting up even higher. So the higher up you go with your torso, the lower your back bend. And let's break. Bend the elbows. Slowly lower all the way down. And then walk your hands back for Child's Pose. So gently transition and slowly transition into Child's Pose. We took a deep back bend there. And let's lift it back up to Down Dog. Step the right foot forward, low lunge, left foot forward, standing forward bend, and then separate your feet about mat's width distance. Then right hand to center, bend your right knee, raise your left arm up to twist, and take that into a half bind, left hand behind you. Then take the gaze to floor for balance, bending both knees, shift the weight slightly back. Then pressing your right elbow to inner right knee, right hand to your inner left knee, and squeeze your inner thighs strongly together. So now your thighs are active, and your right forearm is acting as resistance as you twist your left, look up and overhead. Stay twisting. Reach your left arm up and to the front of the room, extend it revolved. Then keep the left arm extended, square forward. Reach both arms forward in a wide-legged chair. And then again, as if you were swimming, swim the arms back, swim the arms forward, swim the arms back, swim the arms forward, swim the arms back. This time, as you swim the arms forward, lengthen out the legs, lift up and tip it back slightly. Then come back up to vertical, step the right foot in towards center, take up the left knee for tree pose. Open up the knee to the side, step that foot to the inner right leg, and then reset your balance, arms up and in a wide position. And again, if you're taking options, if you're wrapping your hands back behind you, take the non-dominant interlacing of your hands. If you're side bending to your left, go ahead and take it. If you're taking flying crow, you're going to take ankles to knee with your left foot. Bend your right knee. You're going to hook the triceps to your left shin and your left foot into your right arm. Then the hands come to the floor. Your triceps become a tabletop for your left shin, and shifting forward, pick up the right foot. And if you can free up your right leg to shoot it back into the arm balance, you can go ahead and take it. All righty, let's break. Make your way back up to tree. Take the arms up, square the left foot down, chair, and then dive forward. Second crow pose. Crow pose into a headstand if you have that transition. So once you set up for your arm balance, head comes to the floor into your tripod headstands. Almost there, Vera. Keep working on it. So move slowly, right? Try not to shift the weight too abruptly forward. Just ease your way a little bit at a time until your toes get light, right? Because if you push too hard too fast, then it's too much weight drawing forward. You might not be able to handle that weight. All right, there you go, right? All right, making your way back. Walk back, jump back. Chaturanga, dog, down dog. Inhale, left heel up. Step the left foot forward for Crescent Moon. Right knee comes down to the floor. Taking extra padding to your right knee if you need it. And then as you measure out, take your hands top the thighs as you lunge forward, right? You want the left knee to line up with the left heel with the vertical line with your shin. So that is a much more basic position for your legs, right? If you're more advanced, if you have more flexibility, it is possible to step the heel further back. This requires more stretch to your knees and to your Achilles, right? And also because when your foot is closer to your knees, it's harder to balance. So that's why, even though this is possible, it's more advanced. It's harder to balance. So for the more basic practitioner, a vertical shin will give you much better balance. All right, once you're set up and you're ready, arms up, Venus Mudra once again. So taking the arm and shoulder position of your choice, making sure that you're always making good decisions about where your level of practice is so that you don't strain anything and overdo anything. Looking good, everybody. And for those of you taking additional options, right, you can wrap the hands back behind you again. Opposite thumb on top, non-dominant interlacing of your hands. If you side bend on the first side, left arm to left leg, right arm overhead for the right side stretch. Left side stretch, left arm overhead, tilting to the right. All right, those of you taking mermaids, binding, right hand to right foot, left arm either to the leg and forward or left arm up. That is your mermaid 1. Mermaid 2, grab the inside of the foot. Draw that foot in. If you can slide the foot to your elbow crease and hook it there, that is your bind. Left arm can go forward. Left arm can go up. We'll take the full bind. Alrighty, wherever you are, starting to break. Hands to either side of the left foot for your pyramid. Tuck the right toes under and lengthen out the front leg. Now, if your legs are too wide and you're going into more like a split and you're not very stable, right, then walk your feet in closer toward each other, and that will help you to stabilize. Hands to either side. If you're going deeper in here, you're going to lift your toes, press your toe mounds, working into your left shin. If you're going into your heel and lifting the sole of the foot, then you're getting more stretch to your hamstrings as well as your left calf. All right, revolve tap moon. Bend your left knee, reach your right hand forward about a foot. Tip forward to balance, reaching the right heel back and left arm up. You may remain here if you're bound on the first side for Revolve Chapasana. Take it again. If you're taking the bind, you want to lift your right thigh, right knee away from the floor. As you kick your right foot back, that stretches your left arm, left shoulder, which also deepens your twist. Begin to break. Step the right foot all the way back. Circle it up and around into reverse warrior. And then hands to the floor, left foot, stepping back, plank. Lower all the way down to the belly again. And then set up for your Sphinx Pose. All right, this time we're going to twist and bind. Draw your right arm in 45 degrees. Bend your right knee. Reach back with your left hand. Grab the inside of the foot, kick back, and look past your left shoulder behind you. Release. Square back to center. Switch sides. Draw the left forearm in. Bend your left knee. Reach back with your right hand. Grab the inside of the foot. And you want to kick your foot away, which helps to lift your torso and deepen your twist. Look past your right shoulder behind you. And start to release. Walk your hands back in. Take child's pose. And make your way to down dog. Raise the left leg up. Pigeon. Left knee comes in. Land the shin to the floor. Set up your pose. Elongate through the spine. So, since we had done all that movement, all those poses, you should be able to get a lot more openness into your hips. So go for a little bit more depth. Once you set up, elongating through spine, level out your hips. Then you can make your way forward. Forearms down, making pillows to hands and resting your forehead, or any variations you like. So you have the options here to stay in a passive pigeon. This is perfectly fine if you want to keep it simple here and quiet. If you want to take a twist in a forward fold, you can twist to your left, you can twist to the right. If you want to take mermaid again, you can lift your torso, bind hand to foot. All right, if you have a strong inversion practice, here's a great transition for either headstand or forearm stand. So your forearms are already in place, right? So all you have to do is shift forward, step the right foot down, step the left foot down, plant your head, and then that is your classic headstand. All right? If you have a forearm stand practice, it's a little bit harder, but it is possible. Your forearms come down. Step the right foot in, close, and then raise the left leg up. And then you're switching legs here, leading with the left leg up into your forearm stand. So there are multiple ways of taking an inversion here if you'd like. Of course, if you have a handstand, it works the same way as your forearm stand. So Vera, let's activate your back leg a little bit more. You want to internally rotate your right leg. Yes. Right? So you don't want to like splay out and fall out to the side. You want to rotate your leg inwards and shoot it straight back as you draw forward. You see how much longer your leg is now, right? When you reach it back in that way. All right. Make your way back up. Take the left seat down and swing the right leg forward. And you want to center your seat. All right. Extend the left leg forward. Draw the right heel in, and let's take the leg cradle to your right leg. All right, so we can work on a lift into Ashtavakrasana if you have it. If you don't have to cross your legs. So there are multiple ways to work into the pose. So you can take the right leg a little higher over your shoulders and then plant your hands to the floor about mat's width distance, making sure that your right elbow is bent. Then you can just press your hands down, lift your seat. Now, if you cannot lift the left leg can stay on the floor. But if you can lift the left leg can go forward. Now, if you have more of an Ashtavakrasana, you can cross your left shin over your right, lift the seat, shoot the legs out to the side, and lift your chest. All right, so you have multiple places you can be here. Good. That's right. Good. Good. So Vera, if you can shoot the legs over to the right, right? Just hook your feet, right? Left leg on top. Hook your feet, and as you chaturanga your arms, shoot the leg to the side and lean the torso forward. Yeah, that's good. That's right. Activate your legs, shoot it out to the side, and bend your elbows. Lean the torso forward. Yeah. So the part that you're missing is this. All right, once you have this, you want to lean the torso forward. Then you want to lift your seat and extend the legs. So the more your torso leans forward like this, the more balanced you're gonna be. Because if your torso's there you go, better, right? There you go. Almost there. So you have to work on some of the strengthening, but the shape is there. Okay, so keep working on that. You still have a second side to work with, right? All right, let's break. Extend both legs forward, arms up, and let's forward fold. All right, so when you forward fold and you pull your hands against your feet, this could be a very nice release for your wrists. All right, so when you take a chaturanga like we did in the arm balance, right, there's a lot of pressure that goes onto your wrists. So this forward fold, when you pull against your feet and you're tractioning your wrists, is a very nice release. All right, make your way back up through the pigeon. So left heel draws in, right leg swings back, and then step it back to your down dog. All right, second side. Raise your right leg up. Draw the right knee in. Land that shin to the floor. Set up your legs. Maybe looking for a little bit more depth by reaching your left knee further back, lowering your hips some more. Elongate your spine. Make sure you're nice and set up here. And then when you're ready, make your way forward, forearms down, or making pillows with your hands. And then for those of you who took additional variations, right, you're repeating what you did on first side. You can stay in the forward fold and twist to one direction, to your right or to your left. If you took it up into your mermaids, hand to foot binding for your back bend. Or if you want to invert again, you have your second side to invert. All righty, let's make your way back up. Take the right seat down. Swing the left leg forward. All right, so working toward the arm balance. You're going to bend your left knee to take the leg cradle to your left leg. So the leg cradle is preparing for your hips to take the shape of the arm balance, right? All right, then you're going to hike your left knee a little higher. Hands come to the floor, a little bit wider than your mat. Okay, so if you can, if you want, you can just lift your seat, keep the right heel down. Or if you can lift your right leg, lift your right leg. If you're taking the full Ashtavakrasana, your right leg, your right foot hooks over your left. So you're going to want to press into your hands, lean the torso forward, lift the seat, and then combining the extended legs out to the side. Hard on this side for you, huh? Normal. We always have a dominant side versus a non-dominant side. What if you bend the elbows and lean the torso forward more and start from there? When you lower your upper torso a little bit more, it actually makes the balance easier. So bend your elbows, lean the torso forward. Good. Now press into your hands and lift your seat. It's a dramatic difference between your left and your right. Wow. All right, Vera's getting there. Yeah, it keeps coming. But you have to hook your feet. Yeah, there you go. And make sure they're strong. Yes. Well, arm balance, right? That's the part that is the first part, which is the strength part. Then if you can activate your legs and shoot it out to the side, the legs are going to end up taking some of the weight away from your arms. And then Yuan is taking Pilates, so it's actually good that if you're not taking the arm balance, right, the arm balance, you're still working on core. There's a lot of core that happens here too, right? So it's good. All right, let's break. Let's finish up. Legs forward again, arms up, and forward fold, tractioning your wrists. All right, let's take it back up and through your pigeon. So right heel comes in, swing the left leg back, transition back. Now keep your hands as they are. Walk your feet in forward just a little bit so you can take the heels together, toes apart, to take in into an extended Malasana, extended squatting pose. All right, so if you want more extension with your arms, you can crawl the hands forward as you bow forward. If this is pretty easy for you and you can balance, you can wrap the arms around the shins to take the bind behind your feet with your wrist. All righty, start to release, take the hands back down, and then transitioning into your seat. Seated spinal twist. You can take the half variation with the left leg extended, right leg over. If your hips are pretty open, you can draw the left heel in to take the full pose. Your choice. All right, so right leg should be on top. Right hand is behind you, left arm up on the inhale. Exhale, twist to the right. Now for both Diane and Yuan, step the right toe mound to the floor so the foot stays flat if you can. There you go. Inhale, back to center. Keep the legs as they are. Counter twist to your left. Square back, switch legs. Right heel comes in first, left leg on top. Make sure that the left foot is flat to the floor. Left hand behind you, right arm up on the inhale. Exhale, twist to your left. Inhale back to center. Exhale, counter twist to the right. Back to center again. Extend both legs forward, and then gently lowering onto your back. And then hugging both knees in. Keep the left knee in. Extend the right leg out to the floor, recline twisting. The left arm goes out to a T or downwards alongside the hips. On the exhale, twist to the right. So you can use your right hand to the outer left knee, outer left leg for a little bit of pressure so you can twist a little bit deeper. But do make sure that the left shoulder blade stays on the floor. All right, so the left shoulder blade is acting as a stabilizing structure like your feet. So pretend that the left shoulder blade is your foot. Planting it down will give you better balance. All right, square back to center. Switch legs, switch arms. So extend the left leg out, draw the right knee in. Right arm out to a T or downwards alongside the hips and twist to your left. Again, keep that right shoulder blade flat to the floor the best you can. Take it back to center again. Hug both knees in. And then step the feet to the floor, slide the legs forward, Shavasana. Find a relaxation. Let the feet separate, toes are gently turned out, arms alongside the body. Let everything go. Beginning to draw your breath back in and start to move the fingers and the toes. Reach the arms overhead, stretching in opposite directions. When you're ready, roll over to the right and come up to a comfortable cross-legged position. Let's take the non-dominant shin on top, giving your non-dominant hip a little bit more work to even out with your dominant side. Reconnecting to an even seat, a lengthy spine, shoulders broad, breath deep, and let the neck be free. Inhale for Om. Hands together in prayer, bowing forward, sealing in the practice. Come up. Namaste, everybody. Thank you so much for your time this morning. And thank you for sharing your practice with me. My name is Stephen Chang, coming to you live from 333 Grand in downtown Jersey City, New Jersey. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the hybrid schedule, in person here at 333 Grand, as well as through Zoom. You can register through ubindi.com. And again, if you're watching this on YouTube, classes are $10. You can pay through Venmo or PayPal. Payment information on the bottom of the video, as well as my website, simhayoga.com. Thank you again. See you next time.